It's the end of the world as we know it, and I feel fine. Let's get out of here. Aye.
Hello everybody, it's Brother Aaron from Got a Minute, waving with my hand because the hand is the theme of this video. Got an awesome email from a sister who requested to remain nameless, so thank you, sister, for this information, passing it along. Hands, the Bible. God wrote the book with his hand, and everything in our anatomy points to Christ and his word, and I think this is an incredible find. So if you just Google these things, she said that it's hard to find, but she gave the evidence in list form, which I'll put in a screenshot here. Hopefully you'll be able to see it all. I'm not going to pretend to list all these bones and all these muscles and pronunciate them. I'm not going to pretend to do that, and I'm not a professional with this stuff, so I'm trusting that this sister is giving the right information. But if this is true, we've got 27 bones in our hand and 39 muscles in our hand. And again, if you just Google that, you're going to have a hard time finding that. But according to our sister, this is correct. 27 bones in our hand and 39 muscles in our hand. Well, the canon, the 66-book canon Bible, written and inspired by God, it has 39 books in the Old Testament and 27 books in the New Testament. Again, 39 books in the Old Testament, 27 books in the New Testament. We've got 39 muscles in our hand and 27 bones in our hand. This is in control. This is all under the hand of God. Our Father's fingerprints are on his word. 39 muscles, 27 bones, 39 books in the Old Testament, 27 books in the New Testament. Fascinating, wonderful screenshots. Okay. Another fun thing, while we're on the subject of hand and how the book and the Bible was written by the hand of God, our hand speaks of Yeshua and our hand speaks of salvation. I mentioned this in the past, but it's so cool. Yod, the 10th letter in the Hebrew alphabet. The Old Testament was originally written in Hebrew, and this is the language of God, in my opinion. And so Yod is shaped like a thumb, actually, and it kind of looks like a thumb. Shin, it's the center three fingers. It kind of looks like a W in a way. That's a shin. Well, this is the name of Yeshua. Yod, Shin. The next one is a Vav. It kind of looks like a nail, almost like if you turn your pinky just a little bit, it kind of looks like that if you write it down. And Ayin is, it looks like a Y. It looks like a Y structure with a little groove right here. So it looks kind of like the structure of your palm in a way. Y, and then after that you've got a Hey down here, like it looks kind of like a box almost, like almost like your wrist. So Yeshua, Yod Shin Vav Ayin, is essentially Christ's Jewish name. Jesus is Jewish name. Joshua, Yeshua, Yod Shin Vav Ayin. His name is written on our hand. His name is written everywhere. In fact, our heart, shaped kind of like a shin in a way with the chambers and everything. That's kind of like his signature in a way. His name is written on our heart. And then Yeshua. But to complete this thought with Yeshua, Yod, Shin, Vav, Ayin, Hey. Well, Yeshua with a Hey at the end. Many of the times when you see the word salvation in the Old Testament, that's the Hebrew way of writing salvation, Yeshua. So Yeshua literally means salvation, and Jesus comes to save. And so just fascinating there. And of course, just to remind you, 7 bones in the neck, 12 pairs of ribs. We got a 7 times 12. It's just a picture of the church and Israel becoming one, Christ being the head, we being the body. Just so much cool anatomy. We've got the 7 lampstands and the 12 table of showbread, the 7 times 12. We've got all those other 7 and 12s we talked about in the past. But one more thing too is Yahweh. Yahweh sounds like our breath. That's another name of God. Yahweh. 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 Breathe in, Yah. Breathe out, way. Way. Yahweh. That's his name. His breath is in our lungs, is in our breath. His voice is in our breath. And he gives life. Breath gives life. The heart points to Christ. He's the living blood. Without the blood of Christ, we don't live. There's life in the blood. And going back to this whole theme of hand, the hand of God is completely over his word, and all those numbers matter. Everything in the book matters. And so there's 27 bones in our hand and 39 muscles in our hand, and that matches the 39 books in the Old Testament and the 27 books in the New Testament. Jesus said in Mark 8, how many were left over from the 5,000? There was 12, the disciples answered. And he asked them, how many were left over from the 4,000? They answered, 7. Jesus wants us to pay attention to numbers. He's got a book called Numbers. So, sometimes us humans, we can get a little carried away with it. But this is all going to mathematically make sense. When the timing of all events happen, it's all going to add up perfectly. Perfectly. And so, but the encouragement of this video is God has complete control over his word, and he inspired it. And it's so amazing. So thank you, sister, for passing that along. And let's just keep on glorifying God. I can't wait till we get there and meet him in the clouds one day soon, one day closer. So see you in the clouds. Go Jesus, go, and adios, muchachos.